god. Huge. Huge unboxing. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. It's time to shoot another episode of the Retro Box unboxing. This one, it's gonna be themed towards old Taco Bell stuff. And there's a funny story behind it. Kind of funny, I think it is anyway. But so everything in this episode is gonna be old Taco Bell stuff. And the cool thing, we'll just get it right out of the way. The Taco Bell coin drop game. I have it off to the side here, and we'll get a couple B-roll shots so you can see it. But I mean, the thing is so cool. Just first impressions. Love the orange, the yellow. I mean, if you've been in any Taco Bell in probably like the late 90s to the early 2000s, these were on every counter. And you probably lost a bunch of change in there. I know, like, I would put in more change than the thing's actually worth. You're like, for what I put in, you could just buy the thing flat out. But it's the thrill of trying to win it. But man, I was looking for one of these for so long, and there's a whole backstory to it. So I started like hunting around looking for it, going on forums, trying to dig up as much info as possible. There were a few people that did have the coin drop game. This one guy was using it as a fish tank. So I was looking around for it for a while. I did a bunch of background digging and came up with the name Aquaskill Water Challenge, which was what the manufacturer called it. So they had in a website some contact information, so I actually ended up reaching out to the owner of the company, and I said, hey, I'm looking for, this Aquaskill Water Challenge game. Are you guys still making them? And he was like, yes, we are. This is how much it's gonna cost. This is typically what shipping is. And all in, it was like $370, $380 maybe. And the king to that, other than the price, because I wasn't willing to pay that much for it, the only issue was that I asked him, is it still designed like the old Taco Bell one? Because that's the one that I wanted, that exact style. And that's when he kind of stopped answering me, and I didn't hear back from him. So anyway, I let that go, and I just kind of, keep a lookout for it. Try to search Aquaskill Water Challenge, see what I could come up on eBay or any for sale forums, Facebook groups, marketplaces, things like that, and nothing. So I had made an Instagram reel about the Taco Bell coin games, just kind of like reminiscing about them. And I made it, I posted it. So I get contacted by this guy. His family owns a couple of the Taco Bell franchises. But anyway, they're selling off some of their old store displays and things like that. And he reached out to me. He's like, hey, I saw your reel and everything. We're selling off some stuff. Would you might be interested in maybe any of it? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And he said, he's like, I'm gonna look through and see if I can find any coin games. And he wasn't able to find any, and later said that the foundation, the Taco Bell Foundation, would come take the games back. But he did have a bunch of cool stuff. So one of the first things that he sent me was, I'll have to pan to because I have it mounted on my wall right now, but the kids meal display from Taco Bell, which I think was from probably early 2000s, I think. I'm not sure of the exact date that was out. It might have been the late 90s, but I'm not sure. But anyway, Taco Bell axed the kids meal, so you'll never see a kids meal display in a Taco Bell again. Now it's a really cool piece that I have hanging up, just because it's something that doesn't exist anymore. It's something that I recognize from back in the day, and yeah, I think it's so cool to have. So I'm very grateful for that, and thank you for sending it to me if you watch this. But then he reached out again a month or so later, and he had more stuff, and that's what we're gonna unbox today. And it's so cool. And it's really, nerdy of me, I guess. Maybe nerdy is not the right word, but to get so geeked out over old Taco Bell displays and things like that. But I think it's really cool. It's a part of history. And yeah, let's just start ripping through the box, right? Okay, so we pulled out a little bit so we can have a little more of a view, I guess, for everything. This stuff is so cool. So, first things first, looks like I went through some of this stuff already, I'm not gonna lie. We got the Nacho Bel Grande counter display. So let's take a look. Munch to the max. It's so cool. Oh my god. I think there's 2 of them. Oh yeah, and you could fold them out and everything so it would stand right up on the counter. Really cool. We'll put these up. Get rid of Mario. Block out some sun. Cool. I'm gonna need a bigger room. I think I gotta build like a Taco Bell room now. So let's see what's the next thing we got. Okay, this is cool. He sent me pictures of this. This is do we have a scissor? Maybe I can probably just slide this out. So this is from Taco Bell's. Let's see if I could get it together. Their partnership with Rocky and Bullwinkle. How cool is that? Let's try to get that in there. Burgers are boring. Got the Taco Supreme, new Big Beef Taco, and the original taco. These, I think this was in the early 90s, maybe 93 when this promotion was out. And it looks like we got several of them. So they're different on the back. Okay, so let's see. So original taco 59 cents at the time. Beef taco 99 cents. Taco Supreme 79 cents. So, and it looks like these are 1, 2, 3. Looks like I have 3 of them in here. But really, really cool. Gotta hang it up from the ceiling. The ceiling in here is low as it is, so I'll have to be ducking and weaving in and out of it. But kind of cool, little Rocky and Bullwinkle taco mobile. It's so hilarious. I love this. A whole menu section. Let's see if I could unwrap this. So check that out. How funny is that? An entire Taco Bell menu from behind their counter. And we got quite a bit more of them. So essentially, I have enough Taco Bell display equipment to probably open my own retro Taco Bell. Maybe that's not a bad idea. This is so great. This is one of the most excitement I've felt from one of these hauls and unboxings. Really cool and really nice of the guy for getting in touch with me. I don't know if he wants me to say his name or not, so I'll leave it out of the video. But again, if you watch this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Man, this is so cool. So, you got the menus, the Rocky and Bullwinkle display, the Munch to the Max Nachos Belgrande display. I think I'm gonna have a couple other things coming my way too, so maybe we'll do a follow-up video. But before we go, I do want to talk about the coin game a little bit more because there's some interesting history behind it. So, after all that, how did I end up with the coin game? Because if it wasn't from the guy who reached out to me, how did I get it? So it's actually funny because I was saying I was looking for it. I got an in from a guy's whose family owned the franchise, a couple of the franchises, and I've been striking out. I haven't been able to find it. So I was telling my wife about it, and I was like, oh, it's called the Aquaskill Water Challenge. It was made by this company, so on and so forth. And she's like, oh, and you haven't been able to find it yet or anything like that? I was like, no, it's been really hard. It's been months now. Probably maybe 6 months or so since I first started actively looking. So she goes on eBay and she just types in coin game, and it's one of the first things that pops up. So she finds it on eBay and sends me the link, and I'm like, oh my god. I mean, you want to talk about wife of the year, right? So I was getting so analytical with it, trying to find the manufacturer part numbers and everything. I didn't type in coin game. So she was able to find it for me, and then I was able to purchase it. I tried going back and forth on the price. The guy wasn't budging, but I think he sold it to me for $79. So a lot cheaper than the $380 from the other place that manufactured them. So really happy with it. I think it's so cool. There wasn't any sign here, so I just kind of looked online what one store had written in a bunch of stuff, so I tried to kind of copy that. But it would be cool to get the actual insert for this. I might be able to Photoshop something, and I'll probably do that at some point. But for now, it's really cool. Now, there's an interesting little history about this, because there's actually a lawsuit that Taco Bell had brought against them because of this. There's this company called Spencer and Mach 5 Leasing, where they make similar coin games. I think as of 2017, they had a coin game that they were producing for Burger King. So maybe if you've been in there, I don't know if it's still in there, but would have seen Mach 5's coin game in there. But they had filed a suit against Taco Bell in 2013. And their claim was that Taco Bell's coin game infringed on their design of their coin game. So they had a patent that they filed in 2011 for their current iteration, and then they had an older patent back in 2003, and they tried to argue in court that the 2003 was the parent of the 2011 patent, and there was too many differences in the 2003 design to the 2011, where the major functions of how it worked were different. So the court ruled that there was no connection based on how different it was. And I mean, these games, I remember it when I was looking at it, I believe it said 97, 98. These were in the Taco Bells. So that being said, there is one established cause from a court ruling in 2008, and pretty much the thing that you're claiming to be infringing on your patent has to be visibly different. The exact phrase, let me bring it up. Okay, so the 2008 federal court case had stated that an ordinary observer familiar with the prior art would be deceived into thinking that the accused design was the same as the patented design. Now, the court said that there was 7 reasons why the Taco Bell design was different than the Mach 5 design. So, reason 1, one features a flat bottom instead of a dome-shaped bottom. Number 2, there's a flat lid, and the other one has a raised lid with 6 triangles. Number 3, this lid rests inside while the other one, I guess, rests on top of it. The pedestal, the Taco Bell one is wider, while the Mach 5 one is narrow, and the game actually hangs over it. This one has square edges, the other one is rounded. Different locks, or where locks are emitted, and then the 2 opposing support rods. So, that being said, they're significantly different in their design, and if anyone was to look at it, the judge ruled that they would be able to tell the difference between Taco Bell and Mach 5. Now, I know everyone always says the reason why the coin games aren't in the store is because of the remodel, and it just didn't fit the theme anymore. It is interesting, though, this lawsuit going on. Well, I wonder if it had anything to do with the coins going out of the stores. I doubt it. It seems like everything was settled, but kind of fun to question it. But anyway, that's the story of my Taco Bell coin drop game. Some really cool Taco Bell memorabilia that I got in that I'm extremely grateful for. And hopefully we'll be doing another Taco Bell unboxing sometime in the future. But for now, that's all I got, and we'll see you next time.